That's right, KD. Try and resist from drinking the wine, because you need a quarter cup. And make damn sure that whatever white wine you use was produced between the years of 1985 and 1992. Make sure that butter stays cold. Cold, cold, cold. You're going to want to sacrifice a lobster in the boiling water so that you get yourself a good broth rolling. Now remember, kill a lobster the way you kill a child rapist. The sharp knife right through the brain. Okay, that was too much. Gonna use the carcasses for two things, flavoring the olive oil and for presentation. Yeah, you're gonna want to make sure that water is cold. So now, before you get to the next step, make yourself a couple cocktails. Yeah. Alright, so back at it. Now that you cooked all the lobster meat for a couple minutes. Now it's time to extract the meat, the claws, the tails. Make sure you open up the back of the tail and get rid of that vein. Nobody wants to eat that. I do, but nobody else does. Now in a pot, you're going to set the heat to medium and pour in that quarter cup of wine. Bring it to a slow, soft boil. So that wine's slow boiling. You're going to want to add 1 cube of cold butter and whisk it in slowly. But make sure you only put 1 cube at a time. Okay, 2 cubes at a time. That's fine. But you're going to go slow. Notice I'm not fast forwarding through this part just yet. It's because I want to show you there's no tricks here. You just got to go slow. Take your time if you want to get that butter to rise. Because once that's risen up, that's what we're going to use to finish cooking the lobster in, aka butter poached. Alright, fast forward. And now as you added all your cubes one at a time, or 2 at a time, the emulsion started. So now you got a butter emulsified in white wine. Remember to keep the heat still present but low. You want a very soft boil on that emulsified butter. If you go too high, it's going to burn. If you go too low, the lobster is not going to cook. Once the tails are done, add the rest of the meat, the claws and knuckles, whatever you extracted from the lobster, back into the butter. Keep the same temperature, but this time set it for 3 minutes. Now that the lobsters are out of the pot, you're left with a delicious olive oil full of little tiny lobster bits. So now add the pork belly you chopped up and fry it just for a few seconds. Then, did I mention there was onions in this recipe? There are. Add all the chopped up onions. Man, is it me? Or is that a lot of oil? Don't worry, it looks worse than it is. There's not that much. See, look, I can see the bottom of the pan there. Yeah, forgot to tell you there was onions missing from the ingredients. Don't worry though. Didn't forget anything else. Oh, well, okay, except the garlic too. How much garlic? As much as you want. Then you add the cup of risotto inside the oil with the garlic and the onions. You stir it around for a couple minutes. Then, one ladle at a time. Remember that lobster broth we made earlier? Yeah, so you're gonna ladle in one ladle at a time as it gradually reduces. It's a risotto. You gotta baby it. You gotta go slow. Wait a sec. The KD pouch made its way into the risotto. Now, you want to first put half the pouch of the KD powder in there. Stir it up until it's got a nice even color. Then add the second half. And keep stirring slowly. At this point, the risotto should be pretty much cooked. A nice soft al dente, just a hint of a bite to it, barely. You don't want a hard risotto. You also don't want a mushy risotto. And make sure you empty that entire pouch. Think the frickin' stuff grows on trees? Don't you waste any of that.
Assemble.